which is they saw this person. They said, let's go see who this is. They went to go see who it was, and they discovered that it was that person. Now they're just like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, if it happened that way. So when that happened, any song will tell you, you know what I'm saying? If I ever catch you, you know what I'm saying? If I ever see you, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to assume that's what happened. And even if it did happen that way, you didn't have to use a gun. Case in point, me and Devin one time were on the bus, and we saw these two kids, or Devin saw them or whatever, steal somebody's phone. I think even I saw it. They stole somebody's phone and they left. They just got off the bus and ran and left. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, oh shit, they stole, you know, they stole that person's phone. But it was like the bus driver didn't stop or anything. The bus just kept going. And I was like, maybe the bus driver didn't even see him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was me or Devin, but somebody was like, hey, they stole that phone. And I was like, oh, that's messed up, And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't say messed up. I probably said something else. And we were like, man, that's horrible. And then I think the person was sitting there like, what happened, And so we get off the bus and we're waiting for another bus. And when Nakia was with Devin and I, so we got to mention the woman. The two kids that stole the phone passed right by us. You see what I'm saying? And we could have beat them up, but we didn't. We didn't beat them up. We just looked at them like, you know what I'm saying? It's on you. You know what I'm saying? And now we didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? To them. But, well, because you have to mind your business in the streets. You have to. If you see something that's wrong, you pray about it. Pray about it. And if the Lord puts it in you to do something about it, that's when you do that. And when these kids passed, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel, you need to beat these kids up. You know what I'm saying? Because then I don't know whose phone it is. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And, after we beat them up, what's going to happen next? You see what I'm saying? You beat somebody up and then you leave. You know what I mean? That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Beating anybody up, because I don't want to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And it all sounds bad on paper, like you should have just beat them up, and they ran into you. And I said, well, I don't know why they took the phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. You don't know the whole story. So you can't get in there and take it on your own accord. Because Devin and I would have tore them kids up. But the fact is that we're bigger than them, we're older than them. You know what I'm saying? So if we were wrong, we're really going to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? And Devin was with this woman, and they have since had a child. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine if we had done that, Devin wouldn't have been able to have no kid with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Because how could they be safe? How could they ever be safe and live a safe life after having done that? You know what I'm saying? So no, you know what I mean? And that's here what's going on is very sad, because we still don't know why that happened like that. We know what the other people are saying. We know what everyone is saying about Ahmaud. We know what everyone is saying about these other two gentlemen. We know what the world is saying, but we don't know why this happened. All we know is what we saw. And what we saw is these two dudes roll up on this black dude, and the next couple, like the tree blocked one thing, but the next couple of seconds, the black dude, whatever happened. And I didn't see all the tape, I only saw what they showed on the news. And so I don't want to see the whole tape, because that's not going to bring Ahmaud back. Watching the tape is not going to bring him back. And it's only going to make me angry at myself, because if I was doing what I really was supposed to do, that wouldn't have happened. Because everybody would have thought about, oh, there's somebody like Julius in the world. First of all, it's the Lord. It's about me, and you give it to the Lord. But it wouldn't have happened like that if I was really doing what I was supposed to do. Because it would have been senseless. It would have been like, you know what, whatever he stole, God is going to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? And you leave it like that. But if it was a thing where it was like, we're taking over the neighborhood, or, things like that, it's like you could think whatever you want to think while you're jogging around, walking around, running, but at the same time, no one needs to pull a gun out. That's the thing. It should have been handled with fists. Back in the day, it would have been handled with fists, maybe even a sword. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have been handled with a gun. A gun is too quick. A gun is like, and then now the whole person's life is gone. But if you just beat him up, if let's say he did steal everything, I don't think he did, but if you just confronted him with your fists, then maybe somebody would have got bruised, but no one would have died because all your lives are important. Everyone took time to grow up into adults, so no one would have died. And that's the thing. We don't want wimps with guns. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line, because the key word here is wimps. It's not the guns, it's the wimps. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the wimpy people with guns all the time. You want wimpy people to have guns in the military because they can take wimps and turn them into champs, turn them into champions. But another person didn't need to die from gun violence because the two men didn't have the Lord and have coping skills. You need both of those in 2020.